Hello, it's Jamie here. We're going to be going live here shortly, waiting for Sarah to come out here, but we'll be going live shortly. So I'll go ahead and let me get this thing going here for us. And yeah, hopefully when the intro is done, Sarah will be back here. Talk to you soon. Hello. Okay, let me switch this over. Yeah, cool. We're out here. We thought it was going to be too cold because it got chilly last night, high 30s. But we're back. And my name is Jamie, and this is
Sarah.
And this is us. We're going to do a week in review with Jaime and Sara. And we're going to be talking about sticking to your guns, planning and hitting your goals today. And we were super excited. So basically, the format is we're going to talk about what happened this week, and then some of the challenges and successes that we had, and then what we're planning to do next week. So you can kind of get to see the inside of what's going on here. And so I'll just kick it off and ask, how was your week? What'd you do?
Let's see. My week had a lot of challenges in it. Yeah, but I got to play hockey Monday night, which was good. As far as business wise, kind of a setback week for me. I feel like I think I've got brain fog from COVID. I feel like I've had a concussion. So I've had a hard time concentrating. And I got frustrated very easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got frustrated with the team a bit, and thank goodness that I have Jamie to do the talking for me, because I probably would have made people cry.
Yeah. So what did you get anything done this week?
Sure, I raised the roof on my shed.
Okay.
I got payroll done.
You got payroll done. That was a big one.
Payroll was a big one. But I had several mistakes that were called out. I'm okay with that. I'm just not 100% there right now. So it's just been a challenging week. It's been, I've had a rough week.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing you're pointing out all the bad things that happen and not any good thing, but that's okay. Sometimes that's just how it is.
So what am I missing, babe?
Well, that you did do payroll, but then you said, "Oh, but I made all kinds of mistakes."
But I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I kind of expected that after I did it.
Okay,
so I was okay with that.
Yeah, and so we talk about challenges, but we also talk about successes. Mm-hmm. So that's good. You did that, and I will tell you this: when we were in full blown COVID, she still did payroll. That was pretty amazing. So if you have any questions about what it is that we're doing or challenges that you're experiencing, maybe we can help you out with, feel free to chime in. We'd love to be able to answer your questions.
Yeah. So another success I had was I had an interaction with a client who was having some challenges with their DA. And we had a fantastic meeting. We talked through it. We came over with a game plan. The DA was on board with it. It just really, we took a negative and we turned it into a positive. So it was a growing experience for our client, for us, and for the DA and our internal team. So I was pretty thrilled with how that went.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. So we right now are going live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope. And so if you have any questions on any of those platforms, please let us know. Be happy to answer those. Some of the things that if you go back and look at last week, we said, hey, we want to accomplish some goals this week, and mm-hmm. We didn't accomplish those goals. We didn't hit them.
Nope.
I don't think we got one of them.
Yes, payroll was completed. That's a goal.
Oh, that's a goal.
That's a goal.
What was your goals from last
My
week?
goal was to journal every
Every day.
day, and I did not journal every day. However, I am a fastidious note taker. Like, I have pages and pages of notes.
She just said fastidious.
Yeah, I used a big word in a small sentence. So that's kind of my journaling, but it doesn't really count, I guess. So how about you? What were your successes?
Well, my successes were I finally got back. I had my first full week of work since COVID, and that was kind of exciting. Energy levels were back up, and I had a lot of fun with that. My goals for this week was to finish my 5 presentations, write them out so that we could have them. Because this month, October, I'm doing 5 virtual speaking engagements, and I wanted to have all the notes done, so for the PowerPoints and stuff like that. So I finished 1 of the 5. So,
but you've been working hard on it. You really have. He's not just he's not just throwing it out there. These are going to be pretty amazing presentations.
well, I hope so. But it'd be nice too, because then we have presentations moving forward that we can just do.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a success that just walked by us.
Yes, come here, Pop. Come here. This is Nikita. See if you can pop him up there. Say hi. Look at Dad. Hey, look at Dad. Say hi. Nikita's been he's our pup, and he had to have some surgery on his hind leg, so he's been on kennel rest for
8 weeks.
8 weeks, 6 weeks, I thought.
8 weeks.
8 weeks, geez. He's been on kennel rest for 8 weeks, meaning pretty much in the kennel, with the exception of this last week and a half. We've kind of been taking him out a little bit and giving him a little walk, because seems like his gait's better and he's walking, not as much limping and stuff like that. But it's been a challenge, and this is literally the first time in the last 8 weeks that he's out in the yard without a leash or anything like that.
We were walking him 3-4 times a day, every day, to do his business and to get his 30 minutes at a time in. That was what he'd worked up to. So I was so excited to be able to say, go. I got the text there, the voice message from the vet about an hour ago, and it made my day. It made my week. Yeah, I'm so happy for him. Yeah,
so that was a big deal. Yeah, really happy for him.
Yep.
And it's nice to see him walking around and not limping, and so the free adopted dog actually was a lot more expensive than we initially anticipated, but we love him.
Yeah, he's turned out to be about the price of a thoroughbred stallion.
Pert near.
Yeah. So, hey, another success I had was I talked with our financial advisor. We came up with a game plan moving forward for Jaime and I personally, and also within the business, to be a little more organized and on top of things, and not having to check things daily to make sure, monies are where they're supposed to be, where it's all, we're going to take care of it automatically now. It's almost like, it's like, I just finished up my second meeting with him this morning, and it was, I got off that meeting feeling really, really good.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So if anybody here is struggling with their financial end of their business, looking for somebody to kind of help them out and keep them organized, we can't recommend Kurt Stowers enough from f5fp.com.
Yeah.
The guy's amazing.
Yeah.
He's incredible. He's super smart. Very caring, just a wonderful, wonderful person. So highly recommend reaching out to him. Go to f5fp.com. We have no financial incentive in that.
No.
It's just, he's a good friend of ours, and has really blessed us with what he's capable of doing.
Yeah, he's really helped us over the last year and a half, 2 years, with some struggles. And we've had some real struggles. We've had COVID and the loss of Jamie's mom, and just big transitions within the company, and he has truly been a blessing and somebody to really lean on, and he's good with it. It's what he loves doing. Yeah. He's a math guy. He loves numbers.
He is really good. And then a special shout out and thanks to Phil Weichert for doing our taxes. And Kurt introduced us to Phil, and Phil has been a blessing as well. So I highly recommend if you're looking for a CPA and you're running a business, he can pretty much help you wherever you're at.
Mhm.
I think is he in South Carolina?
South Carolina or North Carolina?
I think he's in South Carolina. I don't.
Or
maybe.
Georgia?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, we're
East
in
Coast,
Missouri.
Southern East Coast.
Yeah, we're in Missouri, and he's able to help us out. And he does
Yeah.
a terrific job.
He really does.
So if you need help in those areas, highly recommend reaching out to Kurt Stowers at FPF5 Financial or FPF5.com or Phil Weichert. And if let me know, I'll do an email introduction for you.
Yeah, just message us. Yeah. So see, that's why my notes are so great, because I was like, oh look, I had another success this week. My brain works differently. I am very much a visual type person. So, there's different types of learners: hearing, visual, oral, hands-on, and I'm very much the visual hands-on. I've got to do it. I've got to write it down.
Yep. And so let me see what else. So yeah, we set some goals, and that's basically what the topic is today: sticking to your guns, planning and hitting your goals. I want to say something, that kind of a caveat or an underlying tone for setting your goals. So Sarah and I, we want to move to Florida next year, and we want to get this house and everything. But that I mean, yes, is that a goal? Yes, but it's not a goal that we're just dead set on. I really think it's important to set daily goals or daily objectives that are in line with your mission, because here's the problem: if you work really, really hard to achieve a certain goal that's down the road, and this is exactly why I believe in direction and not clarity. When you hit that goal down the road, then what? What do you do? Then you spend all this time trying to figure out what you want to accomplish next and all that kind of stuff. Wherein that kind of takes away from your day-to-day living, because you're so focused on something that's so far off in the future. It's hard to maintain motivation, because you may lose the motivation. And this is probably a reason why a lot of people don't achieve their goals. When the New Year's rolls around, everybody has their weight loss goals or whatever it is that they want to do. How often do they really follow through with those? Maybe make it to February, maybe March, and then they quit. Well, I'm a firm believer that if you have daily goals, daily objectives, and you hit those daily objectives, even if you don't, but maybe you secure 50% of them, at least you can feel thankful that, hey, I did what I wanted to do today. And don't make 8 different goals in a day. Make 2 goals. Right? So you wake up and you want to do 2 things that day. What are the 2 things that you want to get done? Did you accomplish those 2 things? And did those 2 things help you, move on to where you could say, man, this puts me a lot closer to where, we want to get this house, or we want to get this boat, or we want to take this trip, or we want to, spend some time together. We want to take some time off, whatever that is. Did those 2 things you did that day, did they help you? Did they help your company? Did they help your staff? And did they help your clients? Yep. So in line with sticking to your guns, planning and hitting your goals, make it a daily goal. That's just my advice. You do whatever the heck you want, right? But that's what I think. That's what works for me, and it helps keep me motivated. So yesterday I hit 2 of my goals. Today I've hit 1 of the 2 already.
Fantastic.
And so I have 1 more to hit today, and yeah, so I'll feel really good. Even though I haven't finished everything that I would like to have finished, I've hit my 2.
He has discovered the dog on the other side of the fence.
That's awesome.
That's all right. The neighbor will take care of it.
Nikita.
It's okay. Neighbor will take care of it.
Nikita.
Neighbor will take care of it. It's okay. He'll be okay. Just let him get over it. She's pulling her dogs away. I'm going to blame her dogs. It's all her dog's fault.
Yeah, so what's happening this next week?
This next week. Gosh, I don't have any. So we're being entertained by Harper and Nikita now.
So go ahead and tell them what's happening next week.
So next week is please remember that our dog has not been free in 8 weeks to do this. And he literally, before that, we were having to walk him and not let him near other dogs for probably 2 months, waiting for an opening for him to have his surgery. So, and now we've started the hound dog a couple of houses over, is now gotten into the act. So here we are, a week in review. So I'll tell you something I learned this week. And I know this is very obvious, and I already knew this, but it was nice to have it reinforced, and it reminded me of how easy it is to get your focus back and to get a better outlook of what's happening. You can't let him in there looking like that. Put him in his kennel.
Nikita.
I was struggling, and I was having hitting some walls, and you know, it's kind of losing direction. And my sister reached out to me, and she said, or no, my friend Lisa reached out to me and said, hey, why don't you go talk to such and such? You know, just get another perspective, not just from friends, but you know, from a professional. So I have a counselor that I see every once in a while, Beth, and I love her. And I haven't seen her, in over a year. And I went and talked to her, and just talking to her and having some reinforcement that, no, everything's okay. I'm on track. You know, just look at things a little differently. You know, this is why things could be happening. And I left that meeting just feeling just empowered and fantastic. And another thing that left me feeling empowered and fantastic this week is I got a 1.5-hour torture massage, and it was great. It was fantastic.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I learned a few things. This week.
Nikita has completely annihilated this neighborhood. He's gotten all the dogs gone crazy already.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So we need a privacy fence.
Yep. Another goal. Well, it has wow, it's only been 18 minutes since we started.
Yeah, there've been a few distractions.
Yeah, it seems like it's been a lot longer.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can go ahead and wrap up and talk about this next week. I don't know. Did you tell them what you were doing this next week?
You know, I'm going to focus back again on journaling. I'm going to get all of the files organized for payroll. I've let that slip a little bit the last several weeks. I'm going to get all that caught up and make sure everything's the same in our CRM and in our QuickBooks and in my spreadsheets and in Basecamp, our project management software. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot to it. I thought, oh, payroll, that's a breeze. I just invoice and I just pay. No. There's a lot to it.
There's a lot to do to running a business.
Yeah.
I'm
just grateful I don't do what Jaime does. He excels at what he does, and I guess I excel at, well, I don't excel at it, but I do it.
You do it pretty good.
Satisfactory job. I get it done.
I do a satisfactory job. I wake up in the morning, thank the Lord.
You know what I love about this guy is if you ever want a different perspective and a way to look at things differently, maybe you're stuck, you're a little bit stuck in business, you're like, I am stagnant. And you talk to Jaime, and he opens it up. He's like, well, he makes you think about things in a totally different way where, well, this is what's your message? You know, what was it? You had a call this week with a gentleman, and you know, he's a coach, and Jaime talked to him and helped him kind of clarify his message, and you know, got him kind of on the right track. He's successful, but I think got him on the way to be even more successful.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. It's neat when you get to talk to people because you get to learn what their challenges are. And it's funny, the more people you talk to, it seems like the more the challenges are very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're your own worst enemy. Who's the biggest roadblock to your success? It's yourself, because you're so focused on this is how you think things have to be done, and this is what you see, and you're not seeing the forest for the trees because there's so much more. It's just so dynamic, and to have a fresh outlook on something is just it's almost like a weight's off your shoulders, like, ah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
And it gives you a renewed sense of energy.
It does.
And that's important when you're running a business. Because if you get stagnant and you get tired of it and you're like, this is the same old thing every day, to be able to do something different and get excited about it again, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. And it's tough when you do the same thing over and over again. That's why it's nice. I think it's nice too to have different marketing campaigns. So you can kind of think of something new and kind of get onto it that way. That's kind of fun. So yeah, so some of the things that we have coming up this week is I get to play hockey for the first time since I got sick, and so I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah. You played what, 3 weeks ago? That was the last time you played in St. Louis?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. It was the first week in September.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Second week in
So
September.
hopefully this whole thing is past us.
And Jamie can be McDangles today.
McDangles.
McDangling Dangles.
Oh Lordy. Yeah, so we'll go out and play some hockey. I think this weekend I'm just going to work on my presentations. I don't see us going anywhere. Pretty much.
We have a housewarming party to go to.
Yeah, on Saturday.
Yeah, and I'm going to work on my little project back here.
She's going to work on a project. Yeah, her and her mom kind of redid the shed. It was an old school shed, really, really small.
Little metal one.
And so Sarah and her mom got to spend some quality time together fixing a shed this week. So
yeah,
kind of neat for them to be able to spend time and do that and work with tools and use their brains for something other than computer work and stuff like that. So that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this next week I'll be working on my presentations, and I'm excited for us to circle back around here on next Friday and say that I finished the presentations. That's my goal.
Yep. He'll get them done. I'll keep him on track.
Yeah, she will.
Yep.
Do that, and then I think I have some presentations coming up. I have 2 live streams on the 6th, I believe, with let me see, Denise Leon. That should be fun because she is. We're going to be talking about the new employee experience, mandating business contact information, and she's pretty incredible. I cannot wait for that because she's also a writer for Forbes, so that should be pretty exciting. And that's Tuesday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, so be sure to tune in for that live event. That should be fun.
Wednesday. This is an exciting one.
Oh yeah, Wednesday. I didn't even see that, but Wednesday I'm going to be talking with Elaine Pofelt on Live with Bottleneck. So that'll be at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time Wednesday. And Elaine is unbelievable. She's an author. She's works for Forbes, and I think she's a contributor to Inc., all kinds of cool magazines like that. So we're going to be talking about what she's been up to and how everything is going post-COVID for her. So yeah, this is a fantastic, pretty high-level, action-packed week with both Denise Leon and Elaine Pofelt. So pretty excited about those.
Yep.
And then, I will be doing my first presentation on Thursday, October 8th, for Heartpreneurs. And Dr. Terry Levine has invited me to talk to her group, Heartpreneurs. I highly encourage, if you're looking to grow your business, Dr. Terry is amazing. And so once a week, I'll be talking to her, her Facebook group, what do you call them? Groups.
Yeah.
People in her network. And so that'll be a lot of fun because we're going to be talking about the future of the workplace, what is dedicated distant assistants, how to hire somebody effectively, all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up this week. So super pumped and super excited for that. So I got my work cut out for me.
Yeah, you do. So before we leave, I'd like to say not a little prayer, but send some good vibes to my stepdad, Charlie Vogel. His way, he's having a stent put in today, and hopefully that'll get his blood pressure and heart rate all leveled out for him, and he can get back to being the awesome dentist and stepdad that he is. He's a great guy. So good thoughts going out your way, Papa Vogel.
5:15 a.m.
That was funny. My mom was not happy about the time he had to check in at the hospital. She's retired. She's like, is it Saturday? Is it Sunday? Every day is Saturday.
Yeah. So anyways, that's it for us. We'll go ahead and wrap up. Thank you so much for tuning in. For the 3 or 4 of you that did, we really appreciate it.
We have fun.
We hope we made an impact on the 3 or 4 of your lives in a positive way. And for the millions out there that have never heard of us before, you didn't miss much.
Oh, jeez. And another goal I have is I'm going to put back up the electrical fence line just to keep the dog out of the muddy areas. He's discovered the muddy areas where we've been clearing out stuff. So that's why the dog had to go in his kennel and wasn't let loose in the house, or the white couch stuff would be brown and gross.
Awesome. Well, anything else?
No, I love you. Thank you for being my husband.
I love you. I love you.
Yep.
He's amazing.
Here's to a great Hockey Friday and a great weekend, and energized for the work week ahead.
Yeah. Don't forget to make your own ripple. And I think that's about it. I cannot believe nobody had any questions. We are super smart.
I are smart.
I'm serious. We're probably the smartest couple in the entire planet. Why are you not asking us questions? Dig into this stuff here.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Maybe my sister's watching.
Oh yeah.
She likes to watch.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, have fun.
I'll see you later.
What do you think of my beard?
Very long.
I just wanted to come back in and say how awesome that excerpt was, that little video there.